It's the nightcap. Oh, it's been a fantastic Christmas day in the NFL. To end off our Christmas Thursday, we head to Baltimore, Maryland, as the Ravens look to continue pushing towards a higher seat in the AFC. They're currently the 2 seat. They can lock that up with a win tonight and make Week 18 less stressful for them. The Chargers, they just want to win, end off their season on a high note. Of course, they sit at 5-10 right now. They're eliminated from the playoffs. They have a top 5 draft pick at the moment, so who knows? Maybe some people want the Chargers to lose, but they're going to bring the fight tonight. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens host to Easton Stick and the Los Angeles Chargers. We got ourselves a good one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one. You're watching the NFL Christmas triple header on ASC. So here we go. Dicker kicks this one away. It will go into the end zone where Justice Hill will take it out. Hill will just take it shy of the 25, out to the 23. And that's where we see Lamar Jackson, the 2019 MVP. Of course, in big-time situations, the playoffs, for example, he hasn't gone too far. He's made one AFC championship game, but this year in the hunt for MVP, his second one, and you just have a different feeling the Ravens can go really far this year if they continue to play like they have so far this year. Second down and goal from the 1. They keep Edwards and Ricard in the backfield. Jackson, Edwards, round 2, fights his way in. Touchdown, Baltimore. They couldn't get it from the 1-yard line last time, but Gus Edwards tries again and punches it in, and the Ravens strike first. A 14-play drive that takes up over half the quarter, and the Ravens are finally able to punch it in. They're one of the best rushing teams in the NFL. They got all 3 running backs and Lamar Jackson active on the ground on that drive, as it was, I believe, 7 rush and 7 pass. But it's number 35, Gus Edwards, who's gotten a little bit less action on the field this year, of course, with Justice Hill performing like he has. But the extra point is up and good, 7-0. Ravens have the early advantage over the Chargers. So Tucker kicks this one off, and we'll see what the Chargers can do. Darius Davis in the end zone will take the touchback. So Justin Herbert out for the season with turf toe. So it's up to Easton Stick, who's done a decent job. He was out for 3 games with an ankle injury, but he's came back and has led this team to actually some success. They've won 3 games in a row and are trying to keep that up. Of course, a hard opponent in the Ravens, but we'll see what they're able to do. So from the 39, first down and 10. Stick. Pressure. Yeah, they're going to get to him. And down goes Easton Stick. And it was Washington along with Michael Floyd who got the sack on Easton Stick. Loss of 2. And this Ravens defensive front, they've been slow early in the season, but of course, near the latter stages towards the playoffs, they have heated up. They get a big sack on Easton Stick, who was trying to get out of it and try and scramble, but there were too many Ravens defenders there. And that will end the quarter, a fast-moving quarter. The Ravens up 7-0 at home. You're watching the NFL on ASC. So now 2nd and 3 from the 12-yard line. They have Ricard to the left, Dobbins in the backfield. Fake to Dobbins. Jackson going to keep getting the edge. Lamar Jackson in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gotta watch out for the option and Lamar Jackson with a Christmas celly. Look at this, the fake to Dobbins, and he got right to the perimeter, and the Chargers could not stop him. The Chargers have one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL, and the Ravens have just ran all over them tonight, and that time it's Lamar Jackson finding the end zone for the touchdown. And this is a 14-0 game, possibly a blowout in suit. So now from the 48-yard line, they have Eckler and Kelly in the backfield. Stick to throw. Oh, the ball's out. It's loose, and it's going to be picked up. There is a flag, but going back the other way is Washington, and they're going to bring him down. And I think it's holding after the fumble happened, and it is. So the Ravens will keep the ball, but they'll be pushed 10 yards back. 4th down and 1. Ravens going to go for this. We'll see what they do here. It's a give to Dobbins, and he will get the first down to keep the drive moving. 4th down and 6. They will not go for it here. Justin Tucker, chip shot field goals up and through. The best in the league. Makes it a 17-0 advantage. The Ravens dominating so far. As now, from the 25-yard line, can the Chargers respond after they just fumbled? Stick throws, intercepted! Marlon Humphrey, this has gone from bad to worse, pick six. Ravens up by 3 possessions. Marlon Humphrey, the Pro Bowler, picks off Easton Stick on the opening play of the drive and takes it 31 yards to the house. As Stick threw it low and way behind Quentin Johnston, who just wasn't looking. Miscommunication. I think he was supposed to run a curl, but he ran a post down the field. And it cost them. The Ravens defense coming in right there and getting points. This is a 24-0 ball game. What a moment for the Ravens. As this is the 2-minute warning, 24-0 Baltimore on top of the Chargers. As now, from the 37, Chargers nearing field goal range to at least get something on the board. It's picked! Intercepted! Patrick Queen, and the 3rd Chargers turnover of the quarter, the 2nd pick from Easton Stick. And Patrick Queen's had a quiet season, but comes up huge, and Lamar and the offense will at least try and get some points to end the half. And that will end the half. The Ravens just elected tick time down. They're up 24-0, and not a single ounce of stress in their heads right now. The Chargers, though, trying to at least come back and make a fight, but it's going to be difficult. The Ravens lead every category, getting 3 huge takeaways on the Chargers. Stick to throw, trying to get away. He's sacked. Brought down by Urban. And now it's 4th and 11, a loss of 1 on the play. Still going to be counted as a sack, and the Chargers will punt it away. And it just hasn't been the night the Chargers expected. The Ravens came in here with a game plan, and it's working. I mean, they are absolutely decimating the Chargers, and this defense has played superb tonight, getting another crucial sack. 2nd and 10, back at the 23. Stick to throw, intercepted! Marlon Humphrey has 2 on the night. And he's going to take it inside the 25. Oh, what a night for Marlon Humphrey. 2 interceptions, and out comes the offense. They're going to look to try and cash in and make this a 4-possession ball game. Unbelievable. As now they begin at the 23 after the interception. Jackson scooting away. He's going to be sacked. Way back. A loss of 13. And it's Asante Samuel, who's been one of the bright spots all season on this Chargers defense, gets a huge sack, his first of the year. And finally, the Chargers are able to kind of put a halt to this Ravens run. Of course, 24 unanswered still for the Ravens. Jackson's backing up, trying to scoot out of the way, but Asante Samuel came flying in and brought him down. So hopefully the Chargers can hold him to 3, but they need to score points on offense. Let's see if their defense can make the stop first. As here we go. Can they convert on 3rd and 22? They're going to go aggressive for it. Jackson going to throw for Bateman. Double coverage and hauled it down to the 2-yard line. What a play from Rashad Bateman, who's kind of been overshadowed by Flowers as the number 1 receiver, but he makes a splendid catch in double coverage. Look at this. And the Ravens have 1st and goal from the 2. Dobbins in the backfield. They've had 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. Make it 3. Dobbins fights for the goal line. Touchdown, Baltimore. And they continue to rack up points. They have 4 takeaways on defense. They have scored off of all of them, whether it be 3, whether it be 7. Dobbins, great awareness, using that left hand to reach across the goal line, punches it in, and this is about to be a 31-0 game. They are showing themselves as contenders. The Bills blew out Tampa Bay today. I would get pretty nervous. The Ravens are putting on one heck of a show. They're up 31-0 on the Chargers. Here's a give. Eckler trying to get the 1st down, and he is hurt. This is not good. 2nd and 4. Crowd on their feet. Stick to throw. Intercepted again. Roquan Smith this time. And that is the 4th interception for Easton Stick. And the 5th turnover for the Chargers as Dobbins in the offense will look to just wind the clock. And we go to the 4th. A nightmare on Christmas for the Los Angeles Chargers, who are down 31-0 with 15 minutes to go. Justin Tucker to make it 34-0, up and through. 2 for 2 on field goals on the night. And the Ravens are just looking to get this one over with and lock up the 2 seat going into Week 18. 4th and 2. Here's the kick. Tucker nails it again. This one from 45. 3 for 3 on the night. It's a 37-0 ball game for the Ravens. As now Greer has a 1st and 10. Gonna look. Greer throws. Picked off! Guess who? Marlon Humphrey, number 3. And the 6th takeaway for the Ravens defense tonight. Absolutely unreal what this defense has been able to do. 6 takeaways, the most in an NFL game by a single defense. As Greer was looking for Keenan Allen, but Marlon Humphrey was there, misled him. 3rd and 1 for Huntley and a big 1st down. They can wind the clock. And Huntley going to keep it. Tyler Huntley, flag is down the sideline. Huntley lost the ball. It's on the ground. The Chargers have got it, but what's the flag on? And it's on Baltimore. So the Chargers can at least get it back and try and score with Will Greer. And that's the 2-minute warning. 37-0 with the Ravens on top. 4th and 4. Greer rolling out, being chased, just going to heave it. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete. And a nightmare night for the Los Angeles Chargers, which we could see Brandon Staley possibly not have a job by the end of the week. But for now, the Ravens' Tyler Huntley will just come out, take his knees, and take the victory. So, not the way we expected the NFL 2023 Christmas slate to end, but for the Ravens, they got everything they wanted this Christmas. A blowout win. The 2nd seat in the AFC is now locked up. Before the Chargers, though, they leave empty-handed. Of course, no points on the board, 6 turnovers on offense. It was just atrocious for them. So they're at least going to have to try and go into next week and end off on a good note. They play Kansas City, who has a big game Sunday against Denver. But nothing on the board for the Chargers tonight, and it's a very disappointing way to end it out. But for the Ravens, they have no stress going into next week. That the division locked up already. Now they have the 2 seat. And a perfect night for them, which saw no passing touchdowns. It was all rushing and all defensive for the Ravens tonight. But if I'm other teams, I'm getting pretty nervous of what this team can do, seeing that they did this, yes, to a Chargers that's not very that good, but still nonetheless, impressive performance. What a day for the NFL. We'll see you next year. So an amazing Christmas day, which is capped off by a dominating performance by the Ravens. 37-0, a win over the Los Angeles Chargers. As Easton Stick, of course, did terrible. 10 incompletions, but 4 of those were interceptions. Will Greer did okay, but nothing impressive. Austin Ekeler will miss Week 18, so an even battered-up Chargers team now. Lamar Jackson won 70 through the air, had a rushing touchdown, and Dobbins and Gus Edwards had rushing touchdowns as well. This is ASC. Have a happy holidays. Signing off.